Hey my babies, it's Auntie Trice here with another video for you. If you have not done so, please head on over to all of my other social media platforms and follow me on there. They're going to be listed in the description box up underneath this here video. Click the like button on your way in here, my babies, to let people know that you're watching Auntie's videos, and that's a quick and free way to support me and push me through the algorithm. I so greatly appreciate you, and don't be afraid to subscribe to Auntie's channel today because you know you coming back. I know you coming back. So go ahead and subscribe, push that notification bell so you can get a ding when I do my thing, and you won't be the last one to know what Auntie is talking about when she decides to talk about it, okay? I got my handy dandy phone, and it's time for us to get into the tea for today. The first person that we got to talk about today is Khalid. Khalid has come out as gay after being outed by another man. He says he's not ashamed of his sexuality. It just wasn't y'all business to know that he was on the other side. He liked the same thing that women like, okay? And there is nothing wrong with Khalid being gay. There is nothing wrong with him liking dick. I like dick too. There's nothing wrong with him liking dick, okay? What's wrong is the motherfucker who outed him. That's what's wrong, okay? Why the fuck did you deem it your business to tell somebody else's business who hasn't told anybody else about his sexual preference? Khalid ain't came out and said whether he was gay or straight. This young man just confirmed it for us whether he was gay or straight. And we didn't need to know that from nobody but Khalid himself. And if Khalid didn't want to disclose that information, it shouldn't have been disclosed. Point blank, period. But let's get into this mess, honey, because it was messy like only the gays know how to do. So as the world was just minding their business, Hugo D. Almonte decided to trend with Khalid by saying, "Bitch ass ninja lied and said that I broke into his house because I didn't want him." And everybody know that Hugo D. Almonte, who has an OnlyFans page, he is bisexual. He goes both ways. And they saw how Khalid was laying his head on his chest, all lovey-dovey. So it's just going to be safe to assume that he's gay, all right? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. What I found wrong with this, the moment I saw it, was the fact that Khalid wasn't the one posting this picture. It was Hugo. And he was outing him, calling him a bitch-ass ninja when you know damn well you ain't no ninja. Hugo is a Dominican. So stop playing with me, okay? Y'all better stop playing with me. Don't do that. Don't be out here acting like you one of us when you know damn well you not. And from what we heard in the streets about you, Hugo, let me get him up here. Your ass is an escort, a paid sex worker. That's what they were saying out here in these streets. Oh my God. So in other words, Khalid was tricking. That's what he was doing with you. He was tricking with you, and now you outed him for tricking with you. Oh my God. Let's get into this story. So after Hugo posted that picture of them together, Khalid had no choice but to come on X, formerly known as Twitter, and tell the world that he's gay. Okay? So his first post was the rainbow flag, the pride flag. There y'all go. Next topic, please. LOL. He continues with, "I got outed and the world still continues to turn. Let's get this straight. LMAO," which means laugh my ass off if I'm not mistaken. "I am not ashamed of my sexuality. In reality, it ain't nobody's business, but I am okay with me. Love y'all." And instead of people looking at this like, "Oh, this is wrong that somebody outed him about being gay. If he didn't come out and tell us that he was gay, it shouldn't have been Hugo's responsibility to do that." Instead of y'all looking at it like that, y'all was looking at it like, "Oh my God, Khalid is gay. Why didn't you tell us?" Because that's nobody's business. That's nobody business to know what he like doing in the privacy of his own bedroom. Y'all are weird to me. Let's move on. So a social commentator tweeted, "Wait, hope Mr. Khalid isn't gay." And Khalid reposted it saying, "I am, and that's okay." Yes, it is very much okay. If you haven't noticed, in 2024, they having damn pride marches and everything, got pride parades for the gays. Y'all better stop playing like this ain't a normal thing. Because it is. It's normal. The gays have been around for a very long time. Since the beginning of time, actually. Let's move on. Another social commentator posts, "The closet was glass, baby, but we accept you. It's not about who you love, it's about your artistry." Khalid responds with, "I wasn't hiding anything. It's just not any of your business, period." Okay, so this social commentator said they kind of already had a feeling that Khalid was gay. And I'm just going to be honest, y'all. I did too. I kind of had a feeling that he was gay. But until he actually came out and said he was gay, it was none of our business to be worrying about what the fuck he doing with who he doing it with in his bedroom. If he's not having sex with you, you should not be worried about who Khalid is sticking his dick in or letting somebody stick in him. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, I said that wrong. That was so gay. Oh my God, let's move on. So after Khalid spent the whole day windmilling about it's nobody business about his sexuality, he's comfortable in who he is. He knows who he was and is the whole entire time. Y'all just finding out. Welcome to the party, you're late. That's pretty much what Khalid was saying, okay? So his ex then comes out and says, "I was dating this dumbass singer. He's ugly as fuck, but he tried to set me up and lie and say I broke into his house because I broke up with him. Like, why would I go to your house and do all that if I broke up with you, dumbass?" So, Neighborhood Talk tried to blur out Hugo's picture, tried to blur out his name and everything else, but baby, the internet be moving faster than you apparently, and we had figured out who the hell this was when he first posted the picture of him and Khalid together. So you over here blotting out this man's information. We already knew who it was when he posted the damn picture, because he posted the picture to his page. Okay? He had posted the picture to his page and had traction moving to his page from the very beginning. So it wasn't no use to you blotting his information out, because we found the little bitch. We found him. I just wanted to get that out the way first before we jumped into the rest of it. So now let's jump into the rest of it. Hugo, you albino bitch. Let me tell you something. You ain't everybody cup of tea either. Cause I damn sure wasn't attracted to you when I saw you, you banana split licking bitch. I was not into you, okay? And I'm gonna be honest, not even trying to be mean. I didn't expect Khalid to be with somebody that looked like Hugo, even if he was gay. That ain't Khalid type. You could tell that you was only in it for the money. And that's why I said, Khalid, you was tricky. You was tricky. You was tricky. Khalid, you ain't no ugly young man now. And I hate that he said that, talking about he's ugly as fuck. What are you as fuck? A prostitute as fuck? Out here fucking for cars, clothes, chains, and shit like that. Places to stay as fuck. And he'll do it with women too. You'll prostitute yourself with women too. And so they can buy you cars, clothes, and chains and shit like that. As fuck. Low down and nasty as fuck, or sell your soul. As fuck. You better stop playing. Oh my God. That's why Khalid said you was stealing his shit. Oh, it makes sense. Khalid, I got to call you out. Baby, you was tricky. You bought that boy his clothes. You bought that boy them chains. You bought that boy that car. You probably bought that boy that apartment. Then you tried to snatch the shit back. You trying to snatch the shit back, snatching the jewelry and shit. Cause the boy said that he stole the shit out of your house. So therefore, it might have been clothes or jewelry that boy took that you bought for him. And he took it, thinking that, oh, this is mine. You bought this for me. This is mine. But you reported that shit is stolen because you bought it. Yes, you one of those. Oh, Khalid, are you one of those that get mine to say, you came here with nothing, you leave here with nothing. You better not take nothing. I'ma call the police. You one of them. You one of them builder bitches. You one of them builder bitches. Let the boy just take his shit and go. Why you want to keep this shit that you bought him anyway? For sentimental value? For a deep hatred? Oh my God, but I don't blame him though. I wouldn't let you take them chains and shit. You can take the clothes. Go ahead and take them motherfucking clothes. I ain't finna wear them, and I damn sure ain't finna give them to my next nigga to wear. You hear me? That's tacky as fuck. But that jury, you gonna have to come up out that. That's probably was hundreds, thousands of dollars. Like Chris Brown was out here doing, buying $300,000, $400,000 rings, promise rings. Ain't even engaged to the bitch. Just I promise that I'm just gonna continue to fuck you, but be a dog out here in these streets. Oh my God, y'all got to be strong. Y'all got to be strong. But this ain't about Chris Brown and his hoes. Let's talk about Khalid and how he do his hoes. Oh, you don't want to be his hoe no more? You got to give the stuff back. Or he gonna call the law. You hear me? Oh my God, it makes total sense now. Oh, that's sad. But you ain't have to come on the internet and out that man about that shit because you got mad because he took the jury back, ho. You so stupid. Oh, wow. So anybody that was thinking about fucking with Hugo on the down low or on privacy mode, don't do it. Because as soon as he get in his fucking feelings, as soon as mad they come, he gonna out you on the internet. Let's move on. So Khaled responded to Hugo with a tweet of his own saying, "None of this will make me think I'm ugly." And Khaled, I for one just want to tell you, you are not ugly. You are not an ugly gentleman to me. No, you're not. You just like what you like. It is nothing wrong with liking what you like. And for everybody out there that was saying like he should have just came out and told us that he was gay, he shouldn't have came out and told us nothing. That's not our prerogative. That's not our business. The only people that need to know that he is gay is him and the person that he's fucking. That's it. Y'all are crazy. Let's move on. So all of a sudden, Hugo has a change of heart about outing Khaled, and he writes this long ass apology, this long ass essay, and posts it on his social media sites to let people know, yeah, I was wrong for outing Khaled, but I went through so much with this man, trying to make himself seem like he was a victim of something. This shit is just hilarious. Let's read this pathetic excuse of an apology, and then I'm going to be commenting as we're reading along. But let me tell y'all, this is going to be long now. This is long. He really put it on thick. He laid it on thick, trying to make himself out to be a victim when he was the one in the wrong for doing what he did. No accountability whatsoever. Let's go. Hi, everyone. I've been reflecting deeply on everything that's happened, and it's time I speak up. I've seen the comments, the backlash, and the disappointment. I understand why people are upset, and I take full responsibility for my actions. I made a mistake, a serious one. I outed someone, and that was wrong. No matter the circumstances, it wasn't my place to reveal something so personal. For that, I am truly sorry. Now let me stop right there and get on your ass. You over here talking about you been reflecting deeply on everything that's happened, and you've seen the comments, the backlash, and the disappointment. The only reason why you came out with this long ass essay was because they was getting on your ass. They was getting on your ass because you was wrong for doing something like that. The consequences and repercussions of doing something like that, what you just did, Hugo, could have been very great. And what I mean by great is Khaled could have unalived himself over this. What if he got thrown into a deep, dark depression because you came out and outed him, and then people on the internet being cruel and dumb and thoughtless, attacking him because he didn't say anything about his sexuality, which is nobody's business but him and his partners, okay? So that's crazy. Like that could have been bad. That could have been a bad situation and went way left. How would you have dealt with that if Khaled would have unalived himself? You still would have came on here and wrote this dumbass essay like you did, this long dissertation of disappointment, this long dissertation of excuses, trying to point the finger on somebody else instead of taking accountability for what you just did? Oh my God, I hate this. Let's keep going. But I need you to hear the full story because what led to that moment was years of emotional abuse, manipulation, and relentless lies that took a toll on my mental health in ways I never imagined. What does any of that have to do with you telling on him about being gay? But let's keep going. Let me start from the beginning. A few years ago, I met this person at a party in LA. I wasn't part of the celebrity scene. I never sought out connections for fame or status. Meanwhile, you have an OnlyFans page and you're an Instagram model, plus you're a rapper. And you out here selling your body to the highest bidder, allegedly. And you don't do what for connections or fame or status? What? I was just there with a friend, and that friend introduced us. At the time, I didn't know who they were or what their public image was. 2 months later, they reached out to me on Twitter saying they loved my energy and wanted to get to know me better. I was flattered and curious. They told me they had been watching me for a while, even bookmarking my photos, but they were waiting to contact me because they were involved with someone else at the time. And you're still telling his business by saying that he was dealing with somebody before he even started talking to you. Stop it! I am over it. Stop it. That should have raised some alarms, and it did. But I brushed it off, wanting to believe this was a genuine connection. No, you brushed it off because you needed the money. Anyway, I focused on building a friendship. If you know me, I've never used anyone for money, fame, or influence. I've always built my life independently. Yeah, independently off of the money that people done gave you. Stop playing. As time went on, this person became more consistent, messaging me every day, building trust, and eventually opening up about their past. They shared how someone they loved had stolen $100,000 from them, a person they were never in a relationship with, but they had fallen for. I was shocked. How could someone not see they were being used? But weren't you using him too? Stop playing. Anyway, that moment made me more cautious. I didn't want them to ever think I was after anything but friendship. But looking back, maybe they were already stuck in a victim mindset, seeing themselves as someone people only used. Eventually, we started a relationship. By then, I had my own apartment, my own job, and my own income from my OnlyFans page and escorting. I'm just playing. It didn't say that. But y'all know that's how he got his money, though. Stop acting like we don't know how this boy got his money. I never relied on them for financial support. When they invited me to move in and we went house hunting together, I kept my apartment. I didn't want to give up my independence because I knew how situations like this could turn. I didn't want to be controlled or manipulated. But things took a darker turn. So who is this they that he go talking about? I thought it was just a he talking about Khalid. But when he say they, what, he had multiple personalities or something? What was he doing to you? It was multiple people that was trying to move in with y'all or something? No, I thought it was just you and him. Who was this they? What, he was a Jekyll and Hyde type motherfucker? That's what you were trying to say? I don't know, but let's move on. Out of nowhere, I started hearing rumors, false accusations that I had broken into their house and stolen from them. At first, I stayed silent, hoping it would pass. I even saw them at a party 2 years ago. When they saw me, they ran out of the club, pacing back and forth. I knew they were nervous because they were spreading lies they couldn't back up, but I still said nothing. Then, 4 years later, I received a message that shattered me. Someone telling me that the same accusations were still being spread. The person was still telling people I had broken into their house. To make things worse, they sent me a message directly. They threatened me saying, "Good luck with your career. You're lucky I don't get the cops involved." Imagine being accused of something so serious, something you know you didn't do, and then being threatened on top of it. I reached out to their manager, desperate to clear my name. Their manager confirmed what I already knew. I didn't do it. They found out who really broke into their house, and yet, even with the truth out there, the lies didn't stop. For years, I stayed silent, carrying the weight of these accusations. I tried to move on, but the constant lies, manipulation, and threats took a toll on my mental health. I was exhausted, emotionally drained, and at times I didn't recognize myself anymore. So, what I'm getting from this is Khalid has been spreading rumors and lies on me, and then he reached out to me and he said some shit that I didn't like, so I'm gonna out him. That's what this is about. So you're saying because he is lying on you, you're gonna out him. That's your reason for doing it? Okay. So let's move on. The day I made those tweets, the day I outed them, who was them? Them who? I thought we were just talking about one man. So there was multiple? Who? What are you talking about? I wasn't in a rational state of mind. I had reached my breaking point. The stress, the accusations, the lies, it all built up until I went into a psychosis. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was reacting from a place of deep pain and frustration. I know that doesn't excuse what I did. Outing someone is never okay, no matter how hurt or broken you feel. But I need you to understand that I was pushed to a place where I felt powerless, voiceless, and out of control. I'm not here to justify my actions. That's exactly what you're using this for. I'm here to take responsibility, which you have taken none. But I'm also here to ask for understanding. I was manipulated, lied about, and emotionally abused for years. I reached a point where my mental health collapsed and I made a mistake I deeply regret. I need to call bullshit just a little bit on you, Hugo, because you sitting over here saying you deeply regret what you did to Khalid, but you got on here and was saying you was dealing with a singer that was ugly as fuck, that accused you of stealing and all this and that and the third. You thought when people was on your side, you was okay with bashing Khalid and calling him ugly as fuck and insecure as fuck and everything else as fuck. Okay, we just went over that. But now that people are eating your ass up saying, why you outed that man out? Now you singing a different tune talking about, oh, I'm sorry and I regret what I did. Boy, say the bullshit. Like, so are you going to tell us how he abused you emotionally, or are you just going to keep on with this soft shit? Let's keep going. Moving forward, I'm focusing on healing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I'm learning from the experience and working to ensure I never handle conflict in this way again. I know some people won't forgive me, and I accept that, but I hope in time you can see that I'm not just the person who made that mistake. I'm someone who's learning, growing, and trying to be better every day. Thank you to those who supported me and those who held me accountable. I hear you, and I'm taking the steps to change. Thank you. Boy, you full of shit. And that was the end of Hugo's long ass dissertation of disappointment and not taking accountability for the shit that he had done to Khalid. Okay, so with reading all of this, I'm confused. So has Khalid still been bullying you and still been threatening you in your career since y'all broke up? Because you even admitted, Hugo, this shit was years ago. 4 years ago to be exact. So he's still been fucking with you 4 years later. He's still been fucking with you over this same shit. Yeah, I feel some type of way, and I get the authorities involved myself, because you're not going to keep threatening me and blackmailing me. I will get the authorities involved myself and say, this man is harassing me and he's bothering me. I get some fucking restraining orders on Khalid motherfucking ass. You can't speak on my name. You can't say nothing about me. I get a fucking cease and desist something on you. You can't even speak my name in public, bitch, or you got to pay me for every time you do. Okay, you got to pay me every time you do. I would have been to set something up like that in order, but I don't think that's the case. I really don't think that's the case at all. I don't know whether you done seen Khalid recently, Hugo, or what have you. And when I say by recent, I mean like a week ago, not no years ago. But I don't think Khalid been bothering you for no 4 years about no stealing and shit, and he done got that shit back over. He done got that shit back over with his music. Stop playing. Khaled still been making music even since before you and him been dating. So he still been reaping the residuals, okay? So I don't think that man is still sitting over here bothering you about something you allegedly stole 4 years ago when he got that back 10 times over with his music. Okay? So I believe your ass probably was high or drunk and you start thinking about the old days. That's what happened when you get high and drunk. You start getting in your feelings and in your head and start thinking about the past and shit. And your ass had a mad day and you went off because your ass was probably in your feelings off that good alcohol and off that good czar. And you went off on Twitter. Now you sitting over here talking about, oh, I regret doing that. Yeah, because your ass was high. Stop getting high and getting on your phone, hitting up your exes and shit like that. I used to do shit like that too. Get real high and drunk and start calling my ex-boyfriends like, you never really even loved me. That's why we're not together. Like, oh yeah, Hugo, you a bitch. Hugo a straight bitch. You better stop playing. That's not cute. Cause you outing Khaled, that could have backfired seriously wrong. That could have backfired on you so motherfucking bad. Now, like I said earlier, what if Khaled was an insecure motherfucker like that and his ass got outed by you and he went and unalived himself because of what you said, what you did, and you proceeded to call this man ugly and shit? That could have hurt that man, sent him through a deep depression. He could have unalived himself. He surely could have. He could have unalived himself off of the stupid shit that you said because you one day just got in your feelings and you decided to let the world know I was fucking Khaled. And that nigga was sitting around here lying on me saying I was stealing from him. Oh my God. No accountability whatsoever, Hugo. But because you came out here with this fake ass apology, Khaled had to come out with a 4-minute video saying, I don't know what the fuck wrong with this young man. I have not spoken to him since the last time we were together, and that was 4 years ago. Let's look at this video.
I'm honestly just trying to watch my tone right now, but that dude and I dated 4 to 5 years ago, y'all. The last time that I talked to this guy was 4 years ago, y'all. This is all random. I don't know why he did it. I don't know what's going on with him. You know, mental health is real. But I haven't even had a conversation or seen this dude in 4 years. I've never accused anybody publicly of breaking into my house. I've never accused anybody publicly of breaking into my house. The only people who even know about a break-in are my close circle. None of y'all, nobody knew. Because I don't want everybody in my business.
And obviously, my babies, this is not the whole 4-minute clip, but I just wanted to crop out the part where I thought was important. Hugo, you had no business doing what the fuck you did. This man ain't contacted you in 4 years. This man ain't said nothing to you in 4 years. He ain't thought about you in 4 years. You do know he out here fucking somebody else probably, Hugo, right? I know you know that. Because he was fucking somebody else when he started talking to you. You outed that yourself, didn't you? All right. So, I'm just saying. Hugo know this already. So, you need to just go ahead and disappear, fade in the background. What you tried to do didn't work. It backfired against you. You look like the villain in this story. You look like the villain in this story. I'm just going to be honest, okay? Whatever it was that Khaled was doing to you, you should have fought it the legal way instead of coming out here on social media outing people and doing all of that and putting people in y'all business. That's what I like about Khaled. I'm just going to be honest. A break-in happened. We didn't know about it because he ain't put it out. He ain't put out nobody in y'all business. He was doing the shit behind closed doors. Y'all need to learn how to deal with your problems behind closed doors at the end of the day. Now, I don't know if Khaled was being emotionally manipulative because Hugo never told us what the fuck Khaled ever put him through. All he ever did was say that Khaled did it to him, trying to make it seem like, oh, we supposed to just believe you off of that. No, we need proof. We need to know what Khaled was actually doing to you. What are screenshots of the conversations that was being had? Cause didn't I read to y'all that he said that he was getting messages threatening him and all of this stuff? Where are those messages? Where are the messages from Khalid? That's what I want to see. Where's the proof? You just telling me and crying the little tears, them crocodile tears that you crying because you a pretty boy, them pretty boy tears, and you thinking people just gonna fall for that. No, you ain't provide no type of proof that Khalid was doing anything to you. So we just supposed to just believe that he was just doing something to you. Now, this man that came out and said he ain't been with you in 4 years and you're just interrupting his peace. I'm going to take Khaled's side because we ain't heard nothing about no Hugo. We ain't heard nothing about you, sir, until now. You made it be known. You putting people in y'all business. You looking like the messy one. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. You messy as fuck. Since you want to sit over here and call Khalid ugly as fuck, you messy as fuck. Look, like, that's just crazy. That's crazy. Khalid, I'm sorry that this even happened to you. I'm sorry that something like this even came across your desk and interrupted your day. That's crazy. 4 years? Khalid, you got that magic. You got that magic. You still got somebody hurt after 4 years? Like, you ain't healed and moved on after 4 years, Hugo? Like, seriously? Khalid, what you be doing to these ninjas? Stop playing. Got these ninjas in their feelings for 4 years? Now, I ain't gonna lie. You might have me in my feelings for about the first year. But 4 years? Oh my God, let me get off that. But that's all I got to talk to y'all about for today. Khalid, I'm praying for you, praying for your mental health, praying for your state of mind, because that was just crazy what just happened. That could have took a nasty turn to the left, especially if Khalid wasn't securing himself. That's crazy. I applaud that young man. Y'all just don't understand. People really be driving people to do things to themselves because of their mouth and their heartless ways. People really do be doing that. And I'm just looking at it from the suicidal aspect. This also could have turned homicidal because people really do kill about they feelings now. They really do kill about their feelings and they really do kill about their sexuality. Some men ain't comfortable with people knowing what they got going on, and you out here putting it out here to the world. That could have really turned bad. I'm trying to tell you. So no. Hugo, it's a no for me. Even if you apologize, that's a no-go for me. That could have really turned bad. Like, think before you speak, please. Think before you do stuff, please. It only takes like 1 or 2 seconds for you to just think about it a little bit more before you actually do it. Take about 1 or 2 seconds, maybe 5 or 10. 15 to 20. I mean, just take them seconds that you need to think about it a little bit more before you do it. Don't act on emotion first. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Yes, I love y'all. I spoke a word for y'all today, and I hope y'all are doing well. That's all Auntie got to talk to y'all about for today, and I got some more coming for you later on. You know how I do all the things that I told you to do in the beginning of this video, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I love you, and I'll see you soon, my babies. Bye!